period. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we living. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Thank you so much for another opportunity to, for people that listen. hearing from your boy Jamar Jabari. We are in season 6, man. Season 6. It's crazy. Started this after COVID happened and the music shit wasn't working out because of COVID. And I was like, man, I got to start doing some other stuff. And here we are, covering music, politics, and culture always, every day. I want to introduce our guest. This is his first time on the show. Connecticut-based podcaster, putting in the work. I love his way of doing things. It's really, really dope. The content on IG is great. It's engaging. And also like just listening to his podcast is really good. Like we got some really good Connecticut podcasters out here, man. And y'all need to tap in. Y'all need to tap the fuck in. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him up. Fatfunny, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Yo, man. So the way we do things here on the Jabari Vok podcast, we kind of do it like a interview conversation, but not a formal interview, a conversational piece of an interview. And then, of course, you got the ear in the pop culture, so I definitely want to hear your thoughts on a lot of craziness that's been going on. My first episode, I titled "What the Hell Is Going On," and I talk about Diddy, I talk about Harris and Trump and all that stuff like that, and just like how crazy this country is. So I want to keep that like going with that type of format, with just just cracking on what the hell's going on, because it's fucking crazy. But without further ado, man, it's your first time on the show, so I always want to get to know the origins of my guests and learn from you guys of what you guys have been through in your experience real quick. So how did you come up with the name Fatfunny? First of all, where you from, and where were you raised?
So I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. I've been fat majority of my life, and I've been funny majority of my life. When everybody was trying to get MySpace name, Facebook name, Instagram names, Fatfunny. I am who I am. So I just put Fatfunny, and I've been sticking with it. So when I was looking for a show name, every time you come up with a name, 9 times 10, somebody else already has a name. But not a lot of people calling themselves Fatfunny. So that's like the name, that's like the brand I'm just sticking with. And so any product that come up with me, it's gonna be the Fatfunny brand.
And you can check out his sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
You can definitely with Fatfunny on Instagram, or you can search 73 Media on YouTube. That's kind of like my network name. I'm like I don't want to say CEO because we're just starting, but yeah, claim it, the CEO of that. And I got into podding, I want to say like 3-4 years, because I was like in the music part. I wasn't artist or anything. I was kind of like managing, working behind the scenes work, like just putting all the stuff together, I guess A&R. And then something happened. I'm like, yo, I can't keep going harder for everybody that really don't want it as hard as I do. So I gotta like let my talent shine. And if you can notice from watching the show, I can talk very well. Like I can hold a conversation. Like I'm very entertaining. And podcasts started going crazy. This is my lane. I can capitalize off of this while helping other people create their own shows, and we just grow this thing. From like the network of people I have, all my friends, we have real big personalities, either like us or not. But you will watch it. So that's when I came up with the name. Like, oh, we can do podcasts and we can do skits. We can do media. So that's like the kind of thing we're growing now. So make sure you just follow me on Instagram with Fatfunny, or I'm subscribed on YouTube, 73 Media.
Word.
Did I
That's
answer
dope,
everything?
man. I'm gonna have the link in description for people that look at the interview so they can be able to click on with no problem.
Okay.
Um, have you went to I went to a performing arts school where I learned audio video. I mean, I did it for the church as a volunteer for my entire like young adolescence life. Did you get any training in your
A
content
lot of the
creating?
stuff, um, self-taught. A lot of things I do know, it was self-taught. I did a couple of classes like in high school, but not nothing like I was, the yearbook and video and stuff like that, but not like no formal training. A lot of because it's I always been interested in like media and video and pictures. I used to be a photographer for the church as well. So like kind of stuff like even though I don't know everything, I know like the gist of everything that's going on. And I know what a good
Oh,
product will look like.
yeah, it looks dope, man. Because I mean, like, you interviewed me briefly at the open mic, um, and I was already like taking notes on how you was doing things because you had like a
Hmm.
mini mic and the your camera was on point. I was looking at your camera. I was like, man, this dude, man, he know what he doing out here.
Yeah,
And then
because
you
I,
look at
I I take notes. I take notes a lot. Like I'm going
ah,
around other people, other stuff. I'm always watching, just like young. Oh, this is how they do that. This is how they do that. I need to do
mm,
this. How much this costs? Because you
right,
always want to
right,
have. I believe you always want to have the best content out there. You always, even though there's no competition,
yeah.
I don't want you to second guess my content versus whoever's.
Mm, mm. And you produce and direct your own podcast. That's all you right there.
Well,
And
no, with Deja from the Pod Lounge. So I have a producer
uh-huh.
that kind of shoots the actual show, but like any content type things, I do.
Okay. Word. That's dope. That's dope. And how long you said you've been going? Your
I
page is
think it's been
growing.
3 years. Yeah, it's definitely growing now. It takes time. I think I want to say 3 years. I stopped counting, but I feel like
Hmm.
this year is really like taking off. So I feel like by next year we're gonna be in a way different position.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Nah, because I've noticed like you're constantly consistent. And I say these things because on this podcast we like to talk about the backgrounds of content creating and the backgrounds of music
Hmm.
production and stuff like that. I think it's important that people learn from that. So like with the process, you know what I mean, like how many hours do it take to like, get a rail together? You make sure it's precise and stuff like that. Is it time consuming or do you have like an AI?
It's very it's very time consuming. Like I said, I have a producer, so like a lot of the interview reels,
Right.
I have to give credit to Deja. But like the
Mm,
actual podcast, long form podcast reels, or like the promo clip reels, I do them. Like I
mm,
said, I know a little bit. I don't know a lot. So a lot of time I'm
right.
googling and YouTube on how to figure stuff out. So it is time consuming. Once you get it down pat, it don't take long. It don't take long.
Yeah, that's dope,
And
man.
it's all
I tell
about
you.
I steal a lot. So if I see something on Instagram somebody else did, the way my brain works, I literally could break it down in my head. Oh, they did this way. So next time I put out something, I did this way.
Mm, mm. I mean, and that's the best way you can do it. Because at the end of the day, like when I was first starting out, I was asking people all these questions, and it's like nobody really was like telling me good like advice and stuff like that. They was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, we'll talk." You know what I mean? And I'm just like, this nigga. He said we talking, and I'm still, I'm
Like that's
still
the
waiting on
annoying
the
part for niggas.
conversation.
YouTube is my best friend. If I don't know something, and I don't mind reaching out to somebody like, oh, the other potters. Oh, how y'all do that? Who y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Networking is big.
Yeah, it's very, very big. And I like how we have a little thing going. I see here in New Haven where a lot of people are like collabing with each other and stuff like that. Like
You
seeing
need
you
it.
at
That's the only way
Daquan's
we're gonna
event, that
grow.
was really dope. What was that?
Hmm. I said
Oh, I'm
we need it.
sorry.
That's the only way we're gonna grow.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell
Networking
yeah.
coming. That's the only way we're gonna grow. I don't get how people want to be so elitist. Like, bro, you got the same amount of followers as me. What are we doing? Like, we got to connect.
Right. And people are like that. And they'll hit you
Hmm.
up, be like, yo, your video look kind of weird. Maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. And I'm like, I understand the feedback, but like, come on my show. I'll go on your show.
Right.
Let's
Let's come
collab.
sit down. Let's chop it up. Let's help each other.
You need some photography? I got you. I'll take some snaps of you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't.
Something on your
I
show
feel like
look weird. I ain't want to say it, but since you said it, the shit
yeah.
we can talk about.
Right. You know, my show, I'm trying to get into like what you're doing, doing it in person more. I love I love the idea of like doing it like online, like CNN and stuff like that. But I feel like that was only for the purpose during COVID.
Yeah, but I
It's
like
time
this.
to
Like
get
I didn't even have to take a shower to get up here. I like this. Like I didn't have. I just. This is better. This saves time and money.
I mean, well, StreamYard went up. Shout out to StreamYard with your business plan. I don't know why y'all went up like that for the same damn features. We call it inflation. That's what that's what that's about.
Well, it's definitely anybody want to do this. I'm telling you, it's gonna cost money. Don't think this is cheap. Don't think. I don't care if you have 10 followers. It's gonna cost some money to produce for them 10 followers.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go broke sometime. Like I'm just starting to see a profit in some areas. In other areas, I'm not. It's just like, oh my god, I got to spend money. What? But if it's
right.
something you want to do, you just gotta eat it.
And what keeps you going? Like what motivates you to keep going? Because you know, like you mentioned, it takes a while to like I tell podcasters and people that want to get started, I'm like, please don't think that you're just going to blow up overnight, man. Joe Rogan, the king, if they want to call him the king of podcasting, my king of podcasting is $1 million worth of game right now. But it took Joe Rogan like
Definitely.
10 years to get his podcast notice. 10 years before he blew up. No one even knew he had a podcast. So, like, people got to learn that this is a grind. Dude, this is a consistency.
It's definitely you have to grind. It's not just shooting the episode is the easiest part.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely, especially if you're serious about it, it's a business. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to grow the business side of it, so you can actually make money. That's what keep me going. Like the potential of what it could be, like not just my show, like the whole network. It's like this is so like right now in media, what Connecticut is doing, what I'm doing, what you're doing. Like it by next year, something's gonna shift. So I want to be in the right position to be in that little gap when something do pop. Oh, we was outside. We was in the. You know what I'm saying? We was working.
Right.
So that's what keeps me going. The possible thing we could be in the future.
And Connecticut needs more urban podcasts. Connecticut needs.
Right. Well, we have a lot. I see a lot of people really working. I'm liking their content now.
Like the Jungle. Shout out to the Jungle podcast. I was just on their show.
Jungle
I saw you was on there too.
Yeah, I fuck with them. They probably tired of me, but I fuck with
them. How did that link up? Did they just message you?
I want to say they inboxed me. Yeah, they inboxed me and we just started writing back and forth. But I like them because, believe it or not, Ape is like a great potter. I learned a lot from him. I would never say this to nobody, but like how he runs his show, like he's really good at running. He's a professional podcaster. I call it myself.
Yeah,
I'm trying to, because I can just talk a lot, so I'm really trying to like get the format down pat. He has like the format down pat, like, but again, they are episode 90, so they kind of got it together. But like, I learned a lot from just being up there and see how he runs his show down.
Yeah, and you know, I was kind of like, you'll hear this. I'll clip it. I was kind of jealous because I have over 200 and some episodes, and it took me a while to get the groove that I have. Like, if you look in the beginning, you're just like, what is this guy doing? Like, he's just trying to be an interviewer and stuff like that. But now, like, I see the difference of the growth. And like when you said how he was, that's exactly what I told him in the message. I was like, I love the structure. I like how you guys do and bring me back. And I'm learning more off them because the way they do things, you seen how they do it. It's really, and they do it off the iPhone camera too, which is amazing.
It amazed me. Like it's smooth. I love doing stuff that's smooth. I want to get that professional. Not saying I'm not professional, but like they are. He doing something good. That's gonna pop too. Shout out to them.
Yep. Shout out to them, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like being able to learn, being able to grow is so important in this type of business and stuff like that. So we can have the youngins get a blueprint when they, you know what I mean? Because this is definitely the new. Would you say the new radio?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say this is the new radio?
Podcasting just definitely the new radio. You like stream. Well, I would say streaming is the new radio but we definitely our own little sect of the radio because you don't need radio to pop an artist or anything right now. You can just go on pop a podcast and it's lit.
Right.
And it's not really a lot of boundaries of podcasts. Like I said, in YouTube, you got some restrictions, but on the RSS feed, you crazy as you want. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
So, like, in more hardcore raw artists will like that because you can have more real conversations about such stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
I hate
Definitely
censorship in
agree.
2024. Why are we being censored? We don't have to
Let's
be
talk about that.
nasty and mean. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, go ahead. I was gonna let you cook. I agree with you.
Oh, no.
I hate
We
the
don't have to be
censorship.
like disrespect. Yeah, I hate it. We don't have to be mean and nasty to each other, but I can be real and raw with you. Like, I can tell you how it is and how I feel about situations. I feel like people
Right.
are too soft nowadays, and that's not needed because in the long run, you're going to be hurt because you can't coddle people. Because then when somebody don't give a fuck about your feeling, tell you how it is, it's like, oh, well, bro, I was trying to tell you that years ago. I was mean.
Yeah. We lost the town hall First Amendment effect. It's getting crazy. It's like
People are soft, and I get it. Because I say some shit, and I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But I do have freedom of speech, and that's how I felt in that
right.
moment. After I got
Yes.
it out, I don't feel that way no more. I just had to get it out.
Yeah. I think the way that social media is privatized is a problem. I agree with you. I think it should be a public utility the way that social media is. That way, there is no regulation on people's freedom of speech. People will say whatever the hell they want. At least you know who they are. You know what I mean? They're not hiding. They tell you exactly who they
That's
are.
why I think people love potting so much now because you know, like who they are. Like the people from the Fresh and Fit podcast, they are like assholes, but that's who they are. Like you can't get mad at who somebody. They show you that they are weird people, but that's it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Malcolm X literally said that. Like, don't but when someone shows you who they are, believe it. It's that simple. You know what I mean? As long as you go
The
by
great
those
Maya
rules.
Angelou said that. The
Yep,
great
she
Maya
said that
Angelou
too.
said that.
Yeah. So like we should just, like you said, I think people are too soft. And I know someone's going to hear this and be like, "Oh God, he's one of them." But at the end of the day, I was pro. Okay, maybe this guy should get canceled. But then I'm looking at it, and I'm in my 30s now, and I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, so we just going to cancel everybody, like
You're
everybody,
gonna
like we just
cancel
gonna
everybody for saying what you said in the living room with your friends.
right
When the
that
door was closed, you said it, but you didn't say it out loud.
that too, and
Now
that's what I'm
again,
saying. I'm
I
looking at
believe in holding
hypocrites,
people. Yeah, I believe in holding people accountable. But if I said it,
right?
I can stand on it. So what comes with it. But
Yeah,
don't stop somebody from saying what's in their heart because it's in his heart. They want to say it anyway.
stand on business, like
Yeah,
seriously.
that's it.
When you work in your job and you make a mistake, they don't fire you right there. They tell you what the problem is, and if they continue to see that you can't fix it, then they relocate you. Somebody,
Right,
not relocate, but they fire you. But
right.
I think that's the way it should be. You know what I mean? I mean, people talk about what's going on with Twitter and Elon Musk and stuff like that. I have some cons with him, but I also understand why Twitter should be the way it is. But he's also hypocritical in himself as well too, because he's banning people for
He's very,
things
and
that
I
he
feel
don't
like he
agree with.
destroyed Twitter. If he
Right?
like, I feel like he destroyed Twitter. And
Yeah.
I feel like he's just a kid in a candy store with a whole bunch of money doing what the fuck he want. So I can't
Yeah.
even get mad at that because he made it to that status that like he can do what the
Mhm.
fuck he wants. So people like that, it's like okay, he can do what he wants. You just gotta let him rock.
Yeah. That's the world we live in. The rich, they
Mm-hmm.
gonna get more privileges and doing shit than we do. So we
Yeah, but it's
shouldn't
like
be
I don't even read his
surprised.
tweets or anything. I don't. I just scroll by it. So it's like I don't. He
Oh
might
yeah.
think he's cooking and people are reading it, but like it's like I don't take him serious. It's like Trump sending a tweet out, please. No, but I laugh at Trump. I'm really skeptical about you. I know Trump dumb, but he can make some shit happen. Trump got a babysitter, so you got to see like you.
Yeah. Nah, that dude's something else, bro. Like Trump reminds me of wrestlers.
Oh
With his
yeah,
personality and everything. Which makes sense because when he did that ball shaving match with Vince McMahon back in the day, that was like one of the most watched because they just loved his charisma. They was like, oh, he can do this all the time. He makes it entertaining.
He's a personality. That's what people be. That he's not the smartest man in the world, but I can watch a Trump speech every day. I'm not gonna learn nothing from it, but to watch and laugh,
right,
and throw every lie and something to make you feel good, I watch it. Like he's not fit to be the president, but to host a reunion or something, I'll watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, right. We're like, oh, Trump talking. Yeah, all right.
Right.
Crazy
ass.
Let's see what he got.
He got bored. I feel him.
No, that's how I feel about. And all this hate that they got towards him, he makes it entertaining. And I'm just like, yo, real talk, fuck you. But God, you such a funny motherfucker.
But it gets scary because like people really believe in this shit. It was funny when like, okay, we know he's not gonna get elected. It might come November 3rd. He's the president, and it's like,
oh shit. And he might get a felony too. He might get a fucking felony.
That's crazy. You can't.
That's the crazy part.
If you're a felon, but you can run for president as a felon. Fuck America. And then they wonder why us as black people don't take shit serious. It's because it's like, huh?
Yeah.
So you arrested me for selling coke,
right?
But this man has every fucking charge. He's like a 10-time felon, and you want me to vote him for president?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it shows you just how. I mean, like people gonna look back on our country and just be like, "Yo, y'all was wilding back in the day."
You're laughing at our country. No, we used to be a powerhouse. Now it's like, oh, what they doing now?
Right.
It's like a fucking.
No, let's talk about Diddy, man.
I'm so tired of Diddy.
I know, but
did he do it or didn't he?
I covered this in my first opening episode of the season. I didn't get that much into it, but a lawyer.
You want me to get that much into it? This is
just real quick. Prosecutor, was it a prosecutor? He said that they interviewed over 3,000 people that says that something happened to him. Something happened to them with Diddy. Now, first question: do we believe these 3,000 people?
Oh, let me make this clear. Diddy did all that shit. That's not my take on this. My take is, if it wasn't children involved, you were an adult and you want to do all that shit. Now, I get he throwing some power around. We see it all the time. But like for the most part, you got paid for this stuff, and now you feel like, oh, now that this happening, it's a quick meal ticket you can get in. Now, again, if he did egregious shit, arrest his ass, lock his ass up, lock the son up that looked like him too, just in case.
Right.
Say it again.
I think, but you're talking about the consent part. Like you a grown ass person, you took a check. Like you shouldn't be.
You knew what it was. Y'all went to them parties when all the real celebrities, because Beyonce and Jay-Z was not there. When they went home, you decided to stay because you knew, oh, it's legendary shit about to happen. This about to turn up. You want to stay there. That's what people forgetting that they're forgetting that fact. Now again, that Cassie shit was egregious. Lock his ass up for that alone.
That was crazy.
She got a settlement. She got her settlement. So I'll get my ass up for that amount of million any day. But it wasn't right what he did. It wasn't right. That's what he should be in jail for. But the shit people consented to, I find it weird. And I hate black people that we trying to tear this man. I'm not even. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, bro. We raw and uncut here, man.
Again, if he did something that's against the law, arrest his ass and lock him up. But how are we holding this man accountable because he's a freak fetish type of nigga that just like nasty shit, and you agreed to do it?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. Again,
and my thing is like Boosie,
he should be freed. If he did some shit, arrest his ass.
Right. My thing with Boosie is that like he needs to shut up. He gonna get himself in trouble. Little Boosie.
How the fuck you on Boosie? I thought we were talking about Diddy.
Nah, because he said something in Diddy's defense, and everybody's telling him like, "Yo, chill, bro." Like,
no. But see, Boosie like Trump. You just watch it to laugh. You don't take that shit serious at all.
But he another brother. I don't want to see locked up again.
Boosie is like Trump. You just know he gonna say some shit to make you laugh. Boozy, Trump, and Charleston White is 3 people I would love to see on the comedy tour.
That nigga Charleston, yo. Oh my god.
That is the biggest coon. I think Umar knock his ass out the first time he see him.
Yo.
It won't even be a conversation because that nigga be saying, I don't know if he doing it for clickbait or he really believe this shit. But you just be like,
does he really believe this shit, bro? Like
he believe this, and then the sad part, you gotta look at the black person you because you be like, damn, he making kind of makes sense a little bit, but nah, you can't say no shit like that.
Can't be saying no shit like that. Yeah, man, yo, it's like I had to stop like watching him because like I'll be in the room with some people and they don't know who he is, and it's just on. But then he says some out of wild shit, and everybody looking at me like, "You agree with that?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just
nah. We all don't think like this. We all don't think like this. It's the drunk uncle. It's the drunk uncle.
Like I'm just watching because I'm shocked of how crazy he is. Like him and Jesse Peterson, Jesse Peterson old as hell. That brother was born in a plantation. Uh-oh. What happened to my No.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look him up. He probably make me laugh too.
Oh yeah, look up Jesse Peterson. Let me get the Oh, it looks like my Yeah, what's up? My camera. My camera's gonna switch.
Candace Owens.
Oh, Candace Owens. Well, first of all, Candace Owens is a very beautiful woman. Let's get that out of the way. She's not ugly.
A very beautiful white woman. Go ahead.
Damn. All right. Well, dude, she a coon to be. Let's just be real. She one of those black people that be in our culture that you just be like, man, don't listen to what she's saying. Like, I agree with her on like Palestine. I agree with her on I definitely agree with her on Palestine. I agree with her on actually I think I only agree with her with one thing. Yeah, only the Palestine issue is what
she says. Like, she's very smart and she knows what she's talking about. But my thing about Candace, you know what you be doing. You do shit for clicks and views too. You know what you be doing. There's no way you do believe half the shit you say. That's my opinion about her because she's too smart of a girl to be like, come on, bro. You know what they're trying to do. They know they're using you too to push their agenda. Like, come on.
Right. Like once that whole shit went down with Israel and she came out of the woodwork with like saying shit about like how they be acting and shit like that, they fired her because she was funded by a Jewish company. They got rid of her quick.
So that's why I want everything black owned. Don't think, and as long as you're doing what they want you to do, you okay.
Right.
Have your own opinion. Watch.
Exactly. Watch. Yeah. It's funny because they were all straight with her with the George Floyd documentary, which was so inaccurate.
As long as you disrespect the niggas and talk about how we're horrible people, they'll pay you every day. They'll pay you every day. Talk about Rosh Hashanah and see what happened.
See what happened. As soon as she started getting on them Zionists, man, they turned on her.
So I'm even glad she got her own platform now, though, because congratulations to her. But like, come on, sis. Come on, we got to stick together.
You think she gonna turn a whole 180 and be more pro-black? Because I've noticed that she's been.
She's gonna have that experience where she realized I was wrong all along. I divorced the husband. She realized I was wrong. Come on home, and us being a black people, with you.
Isn't that what Charlamagne the God said too? He was like, "Yo, come on home."
Just come on home. We got you. We're very forgiving people. I promise you. We don't hold nothing.
We really are.
Come to church one Sunday with us. We're good. We're forgiving people.
We'll break bread.
Fish fry. Right.
Nah, for real though. Like, I just feel bad for sis because like, and then like hearing her story and what she went through in college and stuff. Like it was some racist shit she went through.
She trying to forget. She's trying to turn it another way.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, like you struggle just like we do. Like, why are you pretending? Like,
Right.
You got struggles, bro. Like you black.
Mm-hmm.
You was born into this shit.
Right. You are us.
Nah, man, but it's just sad because a lot of women do listen to her in the black community. I noticed, and I'm not saying all black women. I'm saying like I've noticed a good portion of black women that have been defending her, and I question: do they defend her because they believe in what she's saying, or are they just defending her because she is a part of our community? Well, she should be, but she's not. But
I think it's 50-50 because, like, it's again, she's a very smart girl. She has some logic to it, but then she put her own little twist of coonery on it to make us look bad.
Right.
Like we're like racism is real, and I just want people to know that. Don't ever think race is not involved or not included in everything, from the black side and from the white side. Because even me, I sprinkle a little in there. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love everybody, but we come first, and that's
it's our culture. You know what I mean? It's what we went through for 40 years. This is how it is.
Right.
We got that trauma that's been passed down from our ancestors.
People wasn't slaves for nothing. Shit.
Right. Nah. I agree with you. I think it's important that we have these conversations, because if we don't, then no one's going to learn from it at all. We're just going to keep repeating. There's going to be another Candace Owens and another Candace Owens, stuff like that, and we don't need that. It's not productive in our growth as a people.
Not for what we're trying to do, like as a people.
Right. And some people be like, oh, this is about being individual. We don't have that luxury in the black community of individualism.
We can't be individual. We can't be individual. It's us or them, because them gonna always stick up for them. So don't think it's nothing individual about them.
Yeah, definitely agree. I think that's a very, very good point, man. Oh crap! I gotta let you go, man, because it's feeling about that time. I gotta get you back on the show.
Having fun.
Yeah, I gotta pull up. I gotta pull up to your show too.
I gotta finish it on my. I have like a longer format. I got like an hour and 20 minutes we could talk. So like, you can come on my show. We can have these conversations.
Hell yeah, man! I'm down, bro. I really appreciate you coming on, bro. Before we get to your last words, because I always do last words with my guests, guys, please definitely make sure you check out Fatfunny and Friends podcast. The link is going to be in the description below. And also, wait, I didn't even put it. I got to make sure I always put this before I end the show. Okay, please donate to POW Crisis Relief. They're on the IG handle. If you want to put money to help displaced families in the Middle East, please hit that up. And also, we're going to get the Congo, we're going to get Sudan fundraisers up. I've been researching. I finally have legit ones I feel that is right. Just got to get them vetted. And we're going to put that up too. So make sure you guys donate to help these families out, because it's so important. Fatfunny, what's your last words, my brother?
One, I wanted like I like how good of an advocate you are. I be seeing you going crazy on Instagram and all that.
Oh yeah, I do.
That first in politics and all that.
Thank
So
you,
shout out to you for that. But make sure y'all check out Fatfunny and Friends interview with Fatfunny, 73 Media on YouTube, and subscribe. Listen wherever you get your podcast, or with Fatfunny on Instagram. Check us out.
Thank you so much.
Trust me, this is light work. Just watch the show. Watch the show. It gets crazier.
Yeah.
When I have my co-hosts, like everybody has a crazy personality and they don't mind saying what was said.
Yep. And guys,
Appreciate
definitely
you having me on the show.
It was really good back and forth. So you can only imagine how much funny it's going to be when you listen to the podcast. So definitely check it out, bro. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. Shouts out to Elm City, man. Have a really good day, my brother.
You too.
And where's my
blank period, yeah. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?